You know, quality ingredients make a quality recipe, and we're here at Findlay Market with Neil Luken looking at all the different cuts of pork, and you clearly do a big pork business.
Sell a lot of pork. I'll sell you anything from the feet all the way up to the neck.
Now, you know, I don't really love the whole idea of the pickled pig's feet or the pig's feet, but I know a lot of people are big fans to the point that you even sell them short and long.
Right. I'm not a big fan of them either, but if people want them, we're here to, you know, that's the one thing about Findlay Market. You can find everything down here. So that's the great thing about Findlay Market.
Well, now, so what are some of the leanest cuts of pork? You know, people are being more health conscious. They even call pork the other white meat. What are some of the leanest cuts?
Well, your leanest cut of pork would be your pork tenderloin. It's a very small strip, and it's actually it's from your backbone, an actual piece of tenderloin. And then your pork chops, which is your pork loin, that's your second leanest cut of pork. And then from there, it just gets a little fattier.
Yeah, it gets a little fattier and sometimes tastier. I mean, gosh.
So, I mean, really, if you're going to slow cook pork for a long period of time, you really want something with some fat on it that's going to give it some flavor.
Mm-hmm. Well, so ham hock is something that we can use to season. I mean, really, they say you use everything but the squeal on a pig, and it's true. Ham hock you use to season. Do you have customers using it for other
green beans or greens or
long cooked green beans with ham hock?
So I mean, they don't throw a thing away from that pig.
That's right. And cottage hams.
That's actually a lot of people. You know that pulled pork barbecue? Mm-hmm. That's a Boston butt. What a cottage ham is, they take a Boston butt and cut it in half and then smoke it like they smoke a regular ham.
Okay.
So it's a piece of smoked pork butt that has a lot of fat and it's good flavor that you want to cook long and slow for another, put in your crock pot for a good 3-4 hours, and then it just...
Yum. And then what about pork roast? You know, used to be that you had to cook your pork until it was absolutely like shoe leather, and it's a safer product now. Do you believe in maybe cooking it while it's still juicy?
No, I take pork out at 160.
160.
People used to cook it to 180.
I know.
And be, like you said,
it's already dead.
Yeah. So there's a big misconception about pork. People really want it. They think that you can't eat it, but a little pink in the middle of pork is good.
Is good, and of course let it rest.
Right.
Tent it in some foil before slicing it so that all the juices come back in, and you've got something just absolutely delicious. Well, now here's another question for you. You buy some pork. Let's say you buy a lot of chops and you want to save some for another night. What's behind the whole butcher wrap? Is that a safe way for us to wrap and freeze at home?
Well, the best thing to do is put it in a plastic bag. That's the best way to, like if we have pork left here at night or that we need to freeze, just a plastic bag will seal it very good. If you got one of those vacuum sealers, it's a lot, but you don't really need one of those. The trick is not leaving it in your freezer for 6 months. Get it in there, get it out within a week or two, and use it, and it'll be just like eating a fresh piece of pork.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And of course, always mark and date dot and say what you've got in your freezer. Otherwise, you pull out that bag of mystery something and throw it away, and that's not good for any of us.
I don't know about all that. I'm not. I can wing that a little better than that.
What are some of really the most popular cuts that you sell? What do you find people saying this is their favorite part of the pig?
Well, it's what's really become popular that I hear more people say that's the best piece of pork I ever ate is that so many people now have their own smokers.
Yeah.
They're smoking those pork butts, and I know you're going to do something with the Colonel about a rub for these pork butts, and so many people just say that is the best thing I ever had, and that's become really, really popular. The staples of the pork chops. I mean, if you get baby back ribs that are cooked right, they're just delicious. I mean, the whole thing's good, and still people love to have bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Oh, I do.
I know, so I mean, it's just there's really nothing bad, but it's just kind of what you're in the mood for that day. But right now, the real popular thing is those pork butts.
And what do you think if somebody comes to a butcher as opposed to simply shopping at the grocery for pork? What are some of the unexpected things that a butcher can do for you that, the unmanned meat counter can't?
Well, he'll give you the great service. He'll flirt with you a little bit.
That's priceless.
Make you feel good about coming down. No, and he'll tell you. I mean, he should be able to tell you if you got questions how to cook in it. And the other thing, if you go to the grocery store and you see a pack of pork chops that has 12 pork chops in there and you only need 8.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, you come down here, you say, give me 8 pork chops, or give me 3 pork chops, or give me 10 pork chops and put them in packs of 2. It's just, you get that service and you get that, and it really makes it nice. And the thing about, not to knock the grocery store stuff, but our stuff comes in and we use it right away, where their stuff goes to a warehouse and shipped to the store, and so it's just another process where it comes directly to us.
Yeah. Well, great selection and great information, and thank you so much for all the info today.
I enjoyed myself. Thank you.
Thank you. For more information on pork cuts, degrees of doneness, and Findlay Market, log on to cetconnect.org and click Amy's Table.